Caroline. It's clear that there are a number of factors that have contributed to your current situation. And first, your tendency to dismiss opinions of others has resulted in a narrow-minded focus towards your own team and what's the best for them, without considering the merits of different arguments and what's the best for the overall company profitability. And your personal opinions are formed on a limited amount of incoming information that is often solely the opinions and messages that you deem as coherent with your own standpoint, without the views of others to increase the range of information on which to base on your opinions. You are missing out on possible opportunity to increase your awareness and understanding of the situation.
To improve your relationship with others and understand their beliefs and views, you should build new networking style habits. Firstly, we advise you to build a self-awareness about your current habits so that the awareness motivates you to make specific improvements to them. You can use HR's core self-evaluation tool to understand your personality and beliefs that shape your current habits. Next, we recommend you choose 3 colleagues who are credible and trusted to give you feedback on the same habits. The conversation with them should be semi-structured with open-ended specific questions. We highly recommend Joel Anderson to be one of the 3. The self-assessment and feedback can then be compared to identify the weaknesses of your current habits. How do you establish new networking style habits? The awareness built is useful in establishing new behavioural goals. For example, I would like to include other people's perspective and ideas when formulating my own point of view. This is the first step in overcoming the knowing-doing gap method. The next steps are taking stock of your current behaviours that are barriers to the goal. Identify the values and corresponding assumptions underlying these behaviours and engaging in opposite behaviours to determine if they are optimal and more beneficial. And if so, permanently adopting them. Regularly practicing the new behaviours will help make them a fixture in your working life.
So now we are moved to the second problem. Lack of flexibility and openness to change is another problem. You seem to be rigid about accepting the new outsourcing strategy and only focus on your daily responsibility. It's possible may forego opportunity of improvement of personal professional skills and the whole team effectiveness. If you are willing to improve your attitude about change, it's much easier for you to adapt to any situation in your workplace.
When facing changes, you must first be aware of your orientation towards change. Your current locus of control is mostly external, interpreting the proposed change to in-house manufacturing and dissatisfaction of employees as a result of outside forces from Gemini. Even if there is some merit to your interpretation, it should ideally be balanced with an internal locus that you have some control to the final decision made by Drinan. This can be achieved by setting your interpretation to be all-encompassing rather than narrowly focusing on the perceived threat to the status quo. You should conduct a fair comparative analysis on the strengths and weaknesses of both the status quo and the proposed change. You should be attentive to all aspects of the current situation that can provide useful insights and ask those involved or affected more questions to build an understanding of the facts surrounding the merger. From the analysis, you can identify and weigh the gains and potential opportunities against weaknesses and threats posed. To conclude the analysis, you can use your analytical strength and knowledge to make a subjective judgment or apply a quantitative scoring method similar to the one used in the written report accompanying this analysis.
From your recent behavior, we found that you didn't show your appeals and clarify your self-concept and values while communicating, especially Drinan and Margaret. You lost the opportunity to get more understanding about the new strategy and stressed the importance of combining manufacturing and engineering.
You are a highly competent manager and you have proven that to us time and time again. Working as HR, we know that just about every manager goes through a phase in their life whereby career and behavioural strategies that were once successful for them becomes dysfunctional as the person advances through the organisation. We recognise that you have arrived at this point in your career. We would like you to develop the characteristic of resilience when facing change. We have prepared for you some fun exercises to carry out. These exercises have been successfully employed by various organisations with great results. So Caroline, first step for you will be to find someone who normally has a different outlook on life and ask them about the proposed change. Make sure you don't interrupt them or pass judgment. In the second step, we will organise for you various arguments for which you have to choose the side which you disagree with and argue for it. Caroline, we're here with you throughout this process. These recommendations will be a stepping stone to your great future ahead, and we wish you all the success.
Absolutely.